Morbius, a Sony Pictures film. It's a movie? All right, well, we're just going to get right into it. Morbius, Sony Pictures film. Here we go. This movie's been pushed back, I think, 3 times, all right? COVID happened, things happened, the studios pushed it back, and now it's finally out on April Fool's Day. Wow. Okay, now before I'm going to get into this, I'm going to preface all this by saying there is such thing as nuance. Okay, hot takes love the idea of grand spectrum thinking, like it's the worst or it's the best. And Morbius, let's be honest, it's just an okay 2000s superhero movie. You've seen this before. All the steps have been done before in other films, and there's really nothing new to pave here. This is just IP brand management, and Jared Leto is kind of here to be his would-be Lestat self in a film that leaves you with little impression. It's a shame because the film also has a terrific cast. Let me be fair, okay? Matt Smith is really hamming it up. He's just chewing up scenery, trying to make the most of this film. It's Lucia, I think that's how we pronounce it. Lucian, well, something like that, but they call him Milo the whole film as the movie's villain, who, as you could probably guess from the trailers, is ultimately just the evil version of Morbius, because these films need that. That's how superhero origin films work. There's a good one, there's a bad one. The bad one loses, the hero prevails, so you can get a sequel, and that's what this film is. It also has Jared Harris in it, who is woefully underused. And then Adria Arjona, I hope I'm saying it right, no disrespect. And Tyrese. Tyrese is in this thing, man. Why ain't y'all give us more Tyrese? I'm hurt by that. I just feel like in a better world with a better script with this cast, this could have been a much better movie, but it ultimately lands in the space of the 2000s Ghost Rider films, Elektra, the most recent Carnage film. It's dark. It takes itself way too seriously. And it's in a rush, almost as if the studio mandated that this film be edited to bare bones. There's no time for any character development because they're just trying to get it over with, and they're trying to get as many seats, butts in the seats as possible within the allotted time to make something back from this. The reality is it probably would have been better as a Netflix dump, but I don't know if Sony is into that kind of thing. I'm not going to sit here and just shit all over this film. There are things in it that I did think were interesting conceptually. I think a vampire movie, kind of horror swapping stuff is cool. I think there is room for genre swap in regards to the genre. Putting superheroes in scary situations. I would say by comparison, something like New Mutants, which kind of played at being a horror. This film wants to do that sometimes, but again, it's in a knee-jerk pace to wrap this the hell up. While all that's going on, no character is really being more than what you think. Here's the love interest because the plot requires it. Here's the villain because the plot requires it. Here's the conflict because the plot requires it. And then before you know it, you're in the mid part and you have like 40 minutes to go. So you have to slow it down and do random character beats that are weird. To fill out this 100-minute movie. It's very strange. It's very strange when you see a movie and you're trying your best not to preempt the logic of the film, to jump ahead. You want a movie to unfold and show you its own plot. But again, it's just too derivative for you to not know every single beat. A while ago, I predicted what this movie was going to be, and it ultimately did that. So I think, to be honest, if you would save yourself the money, you can stay home and watch a far more interesting vampire movie. This isn't to crap on all the people that put in a lot of energy to make this film, but it's just not very good. It's not something that you will leave remembering, and that's that. So that's going to end this review segment of this film. I would say that this is a 1.5 out of 5 on a Lovey chart, or 2 point, I'm 2 out of 5 on a Lovey chart. And that's just that, because now this is the part where I'm going to get into spoiler territory. So you have been warned. Thing flashing, letting you know, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Yeah, about a week ago, the creative team got together, hopped on Twitter, and just said, hey, you know what? We have some post-credit scenes, and they have to do with a character from Spider-Man Homecoming. This character shows up, and they're just basically saying, for reasons, this character is now in the Morbius universe. And as this film is really quick to remind you, Spider-Man happened in the Morbius universe, and something to do with the No Way Home multiverse jumping thing. That's why he's here. And for whatever reason, this character wants to be evil again. And yeah, so it's basically Sony saying, you're going to get this goddamn Sinister Six movie. I don't care what you do. You're going to take it. And yeah, it feels like a threat at this point. I don't know if I have the energy to care about anything they're trying to build up from this. It feels like Sony is just going to ride this wave and make money off of it, kind of like a parasite. The machine is going this way, so we're going to follow it, because at least the fall off from people wanting to go see something Marvel related may end up in our pockets. It's very rare that I have the opportunity to try to defend something I don't like. And what I want to be able to leave you with, if you're following me and you trust my opinion to go see what you want to see, is always go see something for yourself, because you may get something out of it that I just didn't. And there may be some things about it that you enjoy, and you have every right to do that. But in my honest opinion, it's just meh. It's a right down the middle, line drive, paint by numbers film with a paint by numbers story. And I just don't recommend it. Sorry. So yeah, I'm going to end this here, and we're just going to hold out hope in the superhero genre that more and better is coming. Sony's going to crap out they're going to make a great Kraven the Hunter movie, and we're going to just believe that. And probably, more than likely, we may end up getting some type of Spider-Man back in this universe. I don't know how they'll use the Across the Spider-Verse films to try to milk this longer. I know Tom Hardy's got another Venom film they're probably going to milk, some type of Spider-Man crossover. I don't know where this is going, but I'm not eager for much more of this. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you again, and if you like my content, please like and follow. Hit the little bell thing, let me know what's going on, so the algorithm will pay attention to me so I can keep on doing this thing for everybody. Thank y'all so much. Mwah! I have to add this in here. You know films have to have love interests and love story arcs. But man, that was just so on the nose. I mean, come on. Just, hey, I'm the girl in the film, and I'm a deep voice girl. But I'm the girl in the film, and you're the guy. We're in love now. Just randomly, because I encourage you to be better. Thank you for encouraging me to be better. Now I'm going to be better. Yeah, no problem. I'm the love interest. I think another brave thing they probably could have done is if you would have made Milo and Morbius like lovers. That would have been the bravest thing to do. Like the idea that they're in love with each other, but they're torn apart by their ideas about how to behave with these powers. Like, that probably would have been interesting. Morbius was the greatest film I've ever seen in my life. If I never see a better film, Morbius was it. I am so joking.